the ball comes in on the left side. Sanaga, back for Tanaka. Great save. And you're all very welcome along. We are here at Christie Park, a sun-drenched Christie Park. It's usually called the Arctic Circle, but not today, for the battle between Sydney University, the away side, and they will be taking on the home team, the Gladesville Ravens. Eliza Coleman with a terrific save. Yeah, all good? No, I said the same. Yeah, I said the same. I know, I said the same, but the camera person was asked to set up here for some reason. Okay. Yeah. Is that going to be away? No. No, I tested it. Yeah. If anything, I might get a bit of you in my shots if you go too far forward, maybe. Yeah, no worries, you'll stay back. No worries, that's okay. Sorry about that, I'm so used to you being... I know, same here. I've never been here, I've only ever been there. Yeah, so, cool. It's always been like scout. We'll get through it today. Yeah. And we'll work it out for the next one. Perfect. No worries. Sure they said to come here?
Yeah, well, they said opposite the they had a couple of outsiders with the water burn.
So like they do when Spirit were in the Australian Championship last year, they did them all from here. When Spirit were in the Australian Cup, they did them all from here. But so every other NPL game I've done has been from there.
Yeah. I'm so used to the grounds just like the best.
I had the same yesterday. We were at Southern Shore. Well, it is Do Not Adjust Your Sets Mark II. I was at Seymour Show yesterday for the Sutherland Sharks game, and they decided to move the camera position from one side of the field to the other, and we have done exactly the same thing here today for this encounter of round 2 of the NPL New South Wales women's competition. It is the Gladesville Ravens, the home side, here at Christie Park, and they are taking on the students, the Sydney University side led by Xavier Taylor. This will be a very interesting matchup. I saw both teams warming up. It's definitely a case of youth versus experience here. Very youthful Sydney University side and a very experienced Gladesville Ravens team. We'll take you to the teams first. Sydney Uni, speaking of changes, they are without their first choice goalkeeper today, Hannah Callahan. A little bit of an elbow injury in training, Xavier Taylor told me, and so Chelsea Hromek will come in and play in goal in the number 21 jersey. At the back they will have Talia Sambrook, Amelia Kirby, Chiara Benora and Xanthi Juric. Their midfield will be Maddie Van Dyke, Juliet Harris, Isabella Rad and Asha Sutton, and up front they will have Poppy Tay and M. Brewster. For the Gladesville Ravens, Lauren Phelps' Gladesville Ravens, they will have Eliza Coleman in goal, Keisha Allen at the back. She was in the NPL New South Wales Team of the Week last week, even though she was on the losing side. Teal Kilbride will support her back there, as will Kikiko Tanaka and Harriet Johnson. In midfield it's going to be Gisela Pepino and Hannah McNulty, the two former Appia players, Morgan Roberts and Angela Scamardella, and then up front they will have the vastly experienced Lena Camus, and she will be partnered by Miku Sunaga. So set up for a very exciting encounter here. It's going to be Brady Fisher who's going to be our match official in the middle, and the assistant referees are going to be Patrick Pike and Benjamin Hutchison. We're just pausing for a moment. Now just pausing for a moment there. Both teams getting themselves ready for action. In fact, they're going to swap ends here. And so we are going to have the Gladesville Ravens, the home side. They are going to be playing from left to right in this first half. And the visitors, Sydney University, they will be playing from right to left in their traditional blue and yellow quarters, and the Ravens in their traditional black and white stripes playing from left to right. So as we said, very interesting encounter here. Both teams on the end of 1-goal defeats last weekend. I was at the Sydney University versus Appia Leichhardt game at Lambert Park, and close encounter. Appia Leichhardt probably just shaded it. They won 2-1 in the end. Very interesting encounter for the Gladesville Ravens. They lost 1-0 to the Northern Tigers, but they had much the better of the game. They had what they felt was a very good goal disallowed. And, they were on the end of a 50-50 penalty decision, and they lost that game by 1-0. So both teams at the end of 1-goal defeats last week, looking to turn things around this week. And here's Poppy Tay looking to get herself onto the ball. She battled really well last week, did Poppy Tay, in a almost lone furrow. She's got a chance to perhaps shape for a shot here. Poppy Tay driving inside the box, retaining possession. Shots it outside, played back across, and, just out and away and wide. But battled very well last week, Poppy Tay. Didn't have a ton of support around her. But, she worked really hard. She's got Asha Sutton there beside her in the 39 jersey. And both of them will be pushing up on Teal McBride, looking to put a little pressure on her. And McBride playing it across for Allen, and then Allen plays it across for Johnson. Lots of time on the ball here, Johnson. And back inside. Now finding Scamardella. Scamardella playing it back into the middle for Johnson. Tanaka gets a little touch from Sunaga, and it's repelled away. I see the University at the back, and now Rad picks it up in midfield. Takes a nice touch, does Rad. Battles to maintain possession and does really well. And she's dropped it back for Benora. Benora is pressured quickly by Roberts. It's played all the way back to not quite the debutante, but she's got a little bit of experience in first grade, Xavier Taylor tells me. But Chelsea Hromek. Now the ball is played forward now for Poppy Tay. Flag is down. Poppy Tay coming straight through. But Eliza Coleman has done really well, patrolling the edge of her box there. She comes across and plays the ball out for a throw in, which Amelia Kirby, City University captain, will take. Kirby takes it. Looking to find a teammate. Rad in there again, battling for possession. It's Gisela Pepino coming away with the ball now. Pepino stops beautifully. Comes back inside for McNulty. Lovely feed from McNulty. Evades two would-be defenders. Looks to find Pepino there, who'd moved into a nice bit of space. McNulty in the 10 jersey, not quite able to find her there. The two players who played together at Appia Leichhardt last year. A little bit of a Appia Leichhardt theme here. Teal McBride as well, former Appia Leichhardt player. Is that a foul? It is indeed. Heavy challenge there on Kiku Tanaka. She rose well to win the header. Tall central defender Tanaka. And she is shaping to take this free kick. She's got 3-4 forwards. Camus is forward, Roberts is forward, Sanag also forward, McNulty as well, Pepino. Lots of options here for Tanaka. And, doesn't quite catch that as she would have liked to. And Kirby comes across and takes a touch. Finds Brewster there. But, a little bit of uncertainty as to who the throw-in has been awarded to. It's been awarded to the Ravens. And now here's Sanaga. Looking to get around that last defender, Sanaga, and give herself a chance to shoot. And, she is fouled at the death. Now Scamardella floats the ball in again. Won well by Camus. Camus to get on the end of it. She was absolutely terrific last week, was Lena Camus. Maybe you could hear her encouraging her team, encouraging the referee as well to give decisions her way. But, wasn't always successful in that endeavour. But certainly must be a great inspiration to all these players. 25 Matilda caps for Lena Camus. And, of course, the Asia Cup is on at the moment. She was the winner of the Asia Cup some years ago at 39 years of age. She is still playing at this extremely high level for somebody for 39 years of age. She's looking super fit as well, I have to say. Saw her in warm-ups. Looks like she's got quite a few more years in the legs there. Now here is Alan again at the back, dropping it across for Kilbride. Again, time and space for Kilbride. Looks to play it over the top towards Roberts. Intercepted well by Juric. And now here comes Tanaka again. Tanaka finds her compatriot, Sanaga. Looking to find Camus. Camus battling back, gets it a second time. But then loses the ball. And now Sutton with Roberts there. Has the ball gone out? It has indeed. Morgan Roberts with the captain's armband. Does really well and forces the throw in, which Scamardella will take. Not loads of options here for Scamardella. Sanaga looking for the ball to feet. Lovely little touch there. Plays Roberts in behind. Now Roberts, a chance to cross. Roberts plays it in. Good touch. Good touch there from Romek. Just did enough to get the ball away. Gisela Pepino lurking I should say, with intent just behind. But Romek did really well. But, at the expense of a corner, which Tanaka is setting up to take. Now, interesting setup here. City University. They're doing a zone defence in around the edge of the 6-yard box, and then it's a player-to-player marking just around the penalty spot. As Tanaka floats the corner in now towards the penalty spot. And lovely touch from Pepino. Pepino looking to find Camus. Camus shaping to shoot. Lena Camus. Great block there by Rad. Did really well, Rad. Lena Camus. Had just a tiny bit of space to pull the trigger. Ball was blocked away well. Now, can they break out here in transition? Pass just doesn't quite go to feet. Amelia Kirby looking to pick it up. And Kirby does well to work back there. But Sanaga has a touch inside from Sanaga for Pepino. Ball is cleared away well there. Rad gets there first. But can't find Brewster. And so the Ravens will build again. Again, looking for Sanaga. A little touch from Sanaga. Finds Pepino. Stays on her feet well, does Pepino. There's a little push in the back there. Pepino certainly thought there was, but no, this is Brady Fisher, our match official. And now, taken quickly, Sambrook. Had some options along there. Tali Sambrook chose to wait for a moment and then plays it forward for Rad, who controls the ball nicely. Rad drops it back inside. Have a little bit of space now to build. Looking to play the ball forward there. But Asha Sutton couldn't quite pick it up. And now Roberts comes. Is there a late whistle there? There is indeed. Scamardella was caught late there. Brady Fisher tried to play an advantage. Give the Ravens an opportunity to break, but no advantage forthcoming. So quite rightly brings it back for a free kick. And again, Tanaka standing over the ball. She's going to take this free kick. She floats it up towards the edge of the box. Lena Camus there again, but Amelia Kirby rises well. And she finds Rad. Rad's got Poppy Tay. Up front, she's got Brewster beside her. Still going, Rad. Lovely feet there from Rad. Inside one. And she get inside Tanaka. She can indeed. And now plays the ball in front. For Harris. Harris. For Tay. Tay with the shot. Just over the bar. But nice little interplay there. It's the most attractive piece of play we've seen from Sydney University so far. Rad with the ball at her feet. Finding Juliet Harris. Harris in turn finding Poppy Tay, who had a chance to shoot, but couldn't direct her shot on target. And so we stay at 0-0. Now, Alan, plenty of time and space again at the back. Finds Kilbride again. No real press from Sydney Uni. Kilbride looking to play it long. Trying to find Scamardella. Avoids everybody. And Chiara Benora happy to just let the ball roll all the way back for Chelsea Fromek. Weather conditions here. Weather conditions are always interesting here at the Arctic Circle. There is a wind, certainly at our back from our commentary position here, that seems to be sort of sweeping across the field. It is, I would say, slightly in Sydney University's favour in this first half. But it's more going across the field from behind our commentary position, across the field. So we'll see how that affects the play with Scamardella taking a return pass from Sanaga. Just got Pepino there calling for the ball. Pepino, beg your pardon, drops it outside for Johnson. Johnson's got Kirby in front of her. She's got Tanaka inside. Tanaka now with a little bit of time and space. Tanaka just in short for Camus. Can't quite get a foot on the ball there, Lena Camus. And now in transition, Poppy Tay. She's got Rad outside her. Poppy Tay holds the ball up briefly. Plays the ball into space for Rad. It's Rad against Pepino. And on that far side, Pepino letting the ball roll. Rad, has she stolen the ball there? She's done really well, Rad. I think she's pulled back somewhat, but referee played the advantage. Not really forthcoming. And Tay battling again. Tay battling really hard, getting the left-footed shot away. So Eliza Coleman, well positioned. And now Coleman with the kick. Great kick forward, just towards halfway. You can really see the sun in the player's eyes there. Roberts and Xanthi Juric both having to hold their hands up to their eyes. And now Kilbride. Back for Allen, across for Johnson. Johnson playing the ball forward now. Lena Camus is she in behind here. Lena Camus gets a lovely touch inside the box. Lena Camus, can she get a second touch? Just manages to keep the ball in play. Couldn't quite win the corner, but you can see how dangerous she is there, Lena Camus. Even a quarter of a chance, and she is onto it. And they're going to build again now, the Ravens. With Tanaka. Roberts calling for the ball into space. Beautiful ball over the top now. Morgan Roberts. Morgan Roberts with the shot. But, blocked away well by Xanthi Juric. At the expense of a corner, though. Lovely vision there from Tanaka. Playing the ball over the top into space. Morgan Roberts called for it. In behind Xanthi Juric. But Juric recovered well. Roberts with the shot blocked away by Juric. Chelsea Fromek trying to come across to save that corner. Couldn't quite do so. So we will have another corner. Just over 10 minutes gone now in this first half. Tanaka with the corner. Again, that zone defence from Sydney University. Tanaka floats the ball in right under the crossbar. Well, almost under the crossbar there for a moment. It just drifted at the last moment. Fromek, I think, was relatively pleased to see that ball just at the last minute. Head over the crossbar onto the top netting. But now Roberts is onto it straight away. She's going again as Morgan Roberts. Xanthi Juric retreats now. Lets the ball roll out of play. And we'll have the throw in from Scamardella. Roberts again looking to get in behind there. But Juric again responds well. And now Benora. A little bit of time. Benora plays the ball long, looking for Tay. Tay almost gets there in time. Ball ricocheting around in midfield. Who can pick up the ball? Well, Rad has got it after a little bit of a tussle for midfield possession. And now ball played into space, but Asha Sutton decides to just hold her ground there and leaves the ball for Scamardella, who drops it inside for Kilbride. Kilbride finds Allen, but Poppy Tay is in there. Poppy Tay's picked her pocket. Poppy Tay around the goalkeeper. Poppy Tay with the shot as it rolls just wide. Well, Poppy Tay picked the pocket of the Gladesville Raven defender, went around Eliza Coleman and delicately rolled the ball towards goal. It went just behind Teal Kilbride. But from a Sydney University point of view, just the wrong side of the post there. With just about 12 minutes gone in this first half. And it's the best chance either side has had. We remain at 0-0. Terrific play from Poppy Tay. She's closing down really well. She is not giving Teal Kilbride or Keisha Allen a moment's peace back there. And nearly paid dividends with the first goal of the game. But we stay at 0-0. And now Kilbride again coming forwards. It's Rad this time who's putting a little bit of pressure on. Drop back for Coleman. Who finds Allen? Allen plays it out for Johnson. Johnson short for Pepino. Back to Johnson. Forward again for Sanaga. Can she get a touch here because Sanaga can't quite get a touch on the ball. Just floats out. And Talia Sambrook just, lets it go. She'll take the throw. Sambrook looking to find a blue and yellow teammate. Does, but immediately Tanaka is there. And Tanaka finds McNulty. McNulty's got Scamardella outside her. Space and time here, Scamardella. She's to check back inside. She's got Tanaka now. Tanaka again. Drops it back for Kilbride. Camus is forward. Roberts is forward. Ball is played there for Roberts, but Teal Kilbride just plays it behind Morgan Roberts. And now Scamardella working back. A little dinked out of there. But, just away from Morgan Roberts. And now Juric. Drops it in for Van Dijk. Rad again. Rad to play the ball into space. Kept in really well there by Sutton. Sutton playing it forward for Tay. And it's dropped now for Rad. Rad does nicely. Drops it back inside for Van Dijk. Didn't look behind her, Van Dijk. Sees that she's got a little bit of space. And, ball is turned over almost immediately. Harris battling hard there. And, holding up Hannah McNulty. But now Pepino looking to break. Little tug of the jersey there, and a second tug of the jersey. And referee let the first tug of the jersey go. And, decided to call back the second one. And, Brady Fisher in the thick of the action there. And, I think making the right decision. Little tug of the jersey, a second tug. He said that's a little bit too much. Let's have the free kick, which is floated forward. Does Scamardella get a touch there? She's letting the ball roll out. So now she's going to take a touch, making sure she doesn't give away a corner. And she plays it forward now for Sanaga. Sanaga's got lots of space. Plays it in front for McNulty. Can McNulty get a touch? She's got Benora there with her. McNulty plays it beautifully inside for Camus. It'll look over the shoulder from Camus. She's got a bit of space and time. Checks back inside. Finds Sanaga. Sanaga for Roberts. Morgan Roberts takes a touch. Takes a second touch. Great save. Chelsea Roebuck positioned herself really well there, right in the middle of the goal. Lovely interplay from this Gladesville Raven side. We can see what they can do. McNulty, Camus, Roberts. Lovely interplay. And now here comes Van Dijk again, checking left and right over her shoulders to see if she's got space. And she does, and she finds Rad. Rad is closed down really quickly by Pepino, who finds Tanaka, who in turn finds McNulty. Finding their rhythm now a little bit, this Gladesville Raven side. They've perhaps been scared into action. That Poppy Tay chance, they went to begging. And now again, Kilbride. Back for Allen. Allen again for Johnson. Johnson catches the ball a little bit amongst her feet. Plays it into space there. Maddie Van Dijk working hard. Gets the ball, surveying the options in front of her now. She chooses to play it short for Harris. Harris is closed down quickly, so she drops it back for Van Dijk. Van Dijk for Rad. Now the ball is played forward. Tay looking to contest, but Teal Kilbride does really well. Wins that in the air. Beautiful touch in for Pepino. And now Roberts has got the ball again. Roberts looking to play McNulty in. Chooses to drop it back now for Tanaka. Tanaka shaping for a shot. Tanaka with the shot. That is just over and away, but as we said, really clicking into gear now. Really clicking into gear now, this Gladesville Raven side. Nice little one-touch, two-touch play. And Tanaka in amongst it all the time, winning those 50-50s, getting the ball back for her team. Dropping it off for Pepino, who finds McNulty, who in turn finds Roberts. Roberts holds it up, drops it back. And, wants the return pass from Scamardella. Scamardella takes her time and drops it back in now for McNulty. McNulty's got two to-way men in the box. One of them is Camus, one is Pepino. Floats over both their heads. Defending there, Sambrook and Kirby. Picking up their players, making late runs into the box. Lovely float across from Hannah McNulty. Danger again. Good interplay from this Gladesville Ravens side. No opportunity for a short kick out here, so Chelsea Romek is going to go long. She finds Harris, but Harris can't hold the ball. Only as far as Roberts. Roberts looking to play. Pepino in. Pepino made a great run there out of that far side. But, couldn't find her. And now Sutton has picked up the ball. A little step over there from Sutton. And, looking to find Brewster. Brewster looking to check inside. Does well. Can she win a second challenge? She does. Rad back for Brewster. And Brewster just gets under the shot somewhat. Got the loft, but not quite enough. And we have an injury here. Brady Fisher is going to come across and have a little check. 18 minutes gone in this first half. I think it's a warm day here, as I said, the Arctic Circle. Not particularly known for its warm days, but it is a warm day. There were hydration breaks in the under-23s game that was on immediately before this match. And I think both sides, somewhat sensibly, are taking the opportunity to grab a drop of water. And I might do likewise. Some slightly concerned looks on the faces of the Gladesville Ravens staff. Everybody has gone off for a hydration break. There's 3 players standing over the injured player. We can't quite make out who it is. With all the players having gone off the field for the hydration break, we can't quite see who it is. I can see Morgan Roberts standing over. It is Tanaka, in fact, who was very slow to get to her feet. She's been very influential in this game so far, Tanaka. She is gingerly up to her feet. It's looking like it might be an ankle or a foot issue, but she is making her way off the field. A little bit of movement on the bench there. It seems to be suggesting that Tanaka will not be able to continue on. We've got Katie Shannon, Natalie Spruill, Ellie Smith, Phoebe Riley, Laura Murta, Alethea Levy, and Chloe Simo on the bench. Gladesville Ravens. And we may be seeing one of those coming into the action quite shortly. As, Tanaka is still getting a little bit of treatment there. She's sitting back down. The boot is still on, which suggests she's going to play on, but you can see Laura Murta on the bench there getting herself ready. She's got the multicoloured bib off and ready to go. But, as things stand, no substitution just yet. Sets of players back out on the field now. Themselves warm back up. Tanaka is back on her feet and testing out that ankle, but we've recommenced proceedings. And, Tanaka still trying to get that foot rolling. So it's 11 against 10 just for the moment. With Tanaka off the field, and they're just having 2 at the back now. It's Allen and Kilbride just to the back, and Tanaka still having a check to see if she's going to be able to recover as the ball falls now for Benora. Benora finds Van Dijk. Back again for Benora. Now, will they go into a more attacking posture here? Sydney University, and try and make this one-player difference count. But, can't quite find a teammate. We can see Lauren Phelps there on the sideline, trying to figure out what it is she's going to do. Tanaka is not looking good at all. She is limping away back towards the dressing sheds, and that may well be the end of her afternoon. Very influential in these first 20 minutes or so, but it looks like she will not be returning to the action. Now Sanaga, her compatriot, winning the ball and driving forward now. Sanaga She's got Camus there with her, and she finds Camus. Lena Camus looking to check back inside. Gets the ball at the second attempt. Lena Camus to play Roberts in behind. Now Morgan Roberts with a chance. Morgan Roberts with the shot. And away and wide, Morgan Roberts. What a terrific chance that was. She'll see Hromek did really well to come down to close the angle down, but there was a lot of space. And so it just looked like we're going to have that substitution. And there'll be a little bit of a rejig. Now Juric playing it forward for Tay, Poppy Tay, driving towards goal. Tay, she's got Scamardella there. She's gotten away from Kilbride. Tay with the shot! Tay with the goal! A terrific breakaway goal there from Poppy Tay. Well, she really has been the standout player for the Sydney University side in this first 20 minutes or so of the first half. A couple of terrific runs. She's stolen the ball away from Gladesville Ravens defenders one or two times, and this time, well, she just put her head down, drove through, ran, kept running. Nobody closed her down. Teal Kilbride dropped off, and that little bit of uncertainty. Kiko Tanaka heading head off. They hadn't quite reset at the back there, the Gladesville Ravens, and they were punished by Poppy Tay, who has opened the scoring. 23 minutes gone in the first half, and it is Sydney University 1, the home side Gladesville Ravens 0. There we're looking to strike back straight away. Talia Sambrook has picked up the ball really well, and she's fed Harris. And Harris finds Tay, the goal scorer. Tay now spreading the ball out to this near side. And she finds Sutton. Sutton has got Morgan Roberts there. Still holding the ball up well, Sutton. Looking to get herself into the box. Choosing to drop it back, does she? She does indeed. Back for Xanthe Juric. And now Juric dropping it back for Van Dijk. Van Dijk, very confident on the ball. Van Dijk didn't start last week, but came on as a sub. Looked good when she came on against Apia Leichhardt. And now here she is again, Van Dijk. Dropping it short for Benora. Benora for Rad. And Rad back for Harris. Harris, lovely interplay here from Sydney University. But, well, an offside flag goes up. But, well, they say the confidence comes when a goal is scored. And confidence written all over that last little passage of play from the Sydney University side. Movement, passing, communication. You can hear the voices. They're speaking louder. They're calling to support each other. They are leading by 1-0 here at Christie Park. Now Roberts lets it run for Sanaga. Sanaga with Juric. Sanaga looks to play the ball in, but Benora does well. Wanted Juric to come. And now Camus, can she get on the end of it? Can't quite get a touch there, Camus. Is there a hand there? Ball is played away, waved away by Brady Fisher. They've got possession back again of the Ravens, but they've turned it over almost immediately. Sutton and Roberts battling for the ball. And, battling just a little bit too vociferously is the captain, Morgan Roberts. And, a free kick is awarded. Now Benora. Looking like she's setting up to take this. Chiara Benora. And she plays the ball long. A Sydney University player in the general direction of where that ball was played. And now Sanaga drops it off for Pepino. Pepino, is there a hand there? Well, there is indeed. Not a deliberate hand, it didn't appear. From 17M Brewster. A hand nonetheless. And so the free kick is awarded. And Kilbride for Scamardella. Comes inside Scamardella. Finds Sanaga. Sanaga, beautiful little touch for Roberts. Roberts plays it back. Sanaga's general direction. Can't quite pick it up. Sutton, looking to touch it forward for Rad. Back though, only as far as Kilbride. Plays it out for Allen. Allen, again outside for Johnson. Johnson finds the substitute, and it is indeed, it's Laura Murtagh who has come on as a substitute. But, much more attacking player, Murtagh. Just seeing how they've rearranged themselves at the back. Tanaka was very definitely playing in a defensive position. Murtagh, much more of an attacking player. But, we'll hold that thought for a moment as Sutton drives forward. Sutton looking to get inside Scamardella. Sutton with the shot. Well, the right idea there from Asha Sutton. Came in, took around the outside, stopped, dropped the shoulder, came back inside. Let the shot go. just over Eliza Coleman's bar, and we stay at 1-0. 27 or so minutes gone, but we did have that relatively lengthy delay for the injury to Tanaka, so in reality only about 25 minutes of game time actually gone. And, it has been, I have to say, a pretty even match. Probably Ravens have shaded it slightly in terms of possession and chances, but that all-important goal came from City University. Now the flag goes up there. Lena Cam's had a lovely little ball inside for our substitute Murtagh. But on this near side, our assistant referee's flag instantly went up. So we've got ourselves a free kick. Now Tay battling again in the middle of midfield there. But Allen does really well. Works hard, finds Kilbride, and Kilbride in turn finds Scamardella. Need to just get their consistency and their rhythm back here to the Gladesville Ravens. Dropping it outside for Johnson, and Johnson in turn for Allen. Allen finds Kilbride. There's a bit of space in front for the Teal Kilbride. Looking to find Sanaga, but can't quite find her. Just finds Sutton, and Sutton does well to hold off Sanaga. She drops it off for Juric. Juric. Short for Benora. Benora back for Sutton. Sutton looking to go inside, tries that up Meg, but Roberts is equal to it. And now forward again for Tay. Holds the ball up really well, does Poppy Tay, and finds Harris. And Harris then spreads the play out to that far side. But, Johnson is there, alive to the danger, and finds McNulty. McNulty now for Pepino. She gets a touch here. Pepino, she's through. Great bit of defending from Talia Sambrook. She saw what was coming. She adjusted her position. Did really well there, Talia Sambrook. So, Gisela Pepino was going to be straight through on goal. Excellent piece of reading of the play there from Talia Sambrook. Now Murtagh comes again for Camus. Camus tries to find Sanaga, can't quite find her. But, good battle here between Scamardella and Asha Sutton, and Scamardella wins the battle on that occasion and drops it back for Kilbride, who in turn finds Allen. Gets the return pass, does Allen. And again for Kilbride. This patient build-up from the back. As they did last week, City University, they let Apulaichart have a lot of the possession last week, and they're doing the same this week. Let them come on to them. But now Lena Camus in behind. Lena Camus, but the flag goes up there again. Lena Camus. It's a line ball decision. I think Lena Camus knows it. It was very close there. Only a millimetre or so in it. She says herself, and I think she's right. That was a very close call. Starting to build a little bit now in possession with Gladesville Ravens. Sydney University, as I mentioned, as they did last week, happy to absorb the pressure, just sit back a little bit, and then in transition try to put a little bit of pressure on their opponents, and that's pays dividends a couple of times so far, and you can see them doing this again. Rad dropping back, Tay dropping back, Brewster dropping back, just trying to get the ball exactly like that with Van Dijk. Van Dijk plays it into space for Brewster. Brewster doesn't continue her run, just lets it roll out of play. And all the way back for Eliza Coleman. And then again, as you can see, they're going to reset here, City University. They've got Tay forward. And then they've got two banks of three and then a bank of four just sitting right back, absorbing that pressure. Making the Gladesville Ravens unlock the defence at the back with a little bit of interplay. So they're definitely not going to push on. They're going to sit back, and that's working pretty well for them so far as they lead 1-0. Just over 30 minutes gone in this first half. Now here comes Kilbride again. She's got Scamardella down below her, and she finds Scamardella. Scamardella comes inside. Got Pepino coming short first. Scamardella chooses to play it in for Camus. Camus takes a touch and plays Roberts in behind. Juric is there. Xanthe Juric does really well. Takes a touch. And plays it out, and we're going to have a throw, which Scamardella will take. She's looking to find Pepino. Pepino looking to get around Harris. The 2 sixes battling it out. And Gisela Pepino wins that little battle against Juliet Harris. And we'll have another corner. Now, it was Tanaka who was taking all the corners, but she has now gone off the field, and so nobody appears to be volunteering to take the corner. Everybody is leaving it, but the 11th hour now, Harriet Johnson in the 15 jersey. She is making her way across to take this corner. Same defensive setup from Sydney University. They've got the zone defence in around the 6-yard box, and then it's player-to-player marking around the penalty spot. Keisha Allen directly on top of Chelsea Hromek. Now floated in towards the near post. Cleared away really well there at that near post. And now 2 options here for Sydney University. And Dasha Sutton does really well. Takes a touch, looks up, drops it back. But McNulty does really well, gets there. McNulty versus Rad. McNulty holds the ball up and then rolls it back for Teal Kilbride. Kilbride finds Harris. Finds Allen, I beg your pardon. Back for Keisha Allen again. And Allen again for McBride. Lots of space for Teal McBride here if she wants to move forward. It does. The ricochet finds its way to Lena Camus. Lena Camus playing the ball out to that far side. Now Morgan Roberts has swapped sides. She's over on that left-hand side now. Morgan Roberts, the captain, looking to mix things up a little bit here. The Gladesville Ravens trying to break down this Sydney University defence. And now Pepino was in behind. The 2 6s again do battle. Harris versus Pepino. Pepino drops it back now. Shots driven in. Hromek is well behind that. Picks it up well. She's looking confident. Chelsea Hromek surveying the field. She's going to kick this long. And gets a terrific boot on that. And now Tay pressing hard. Keisha Allen and Tay. Poppy Tay. Poppy Tay does really well. She gets the touch. Does she get inside? She does. Can she get a shot away? She can. Terrific block. Terrific block there from Teal Kilbride. But Route 1 stuff there. It's Chelsea Hromek with a long clearing kick. And Poppy Tay again, working her socks off, putting the pressure on Keisha Allen. Gets the crucial touch, forces the turnover, uses a little bit of her strength, and gets a nice left-footed shot away. But Teal Kilbride came across really well and blocked it, but at the expense of a corner, which Asha Sutton is now going to take. Similar defensive setup for the Ravens. They've got zone defence at the edge of the 6-yard box and then player-to-player marking in around the penalty spot. Here comes the corner now, floated in towards that penalty spot. Up at the back post, and it's in there! Talia Sambrook at the back post with a terrific header. Well, the run came late from Talia Sambrook. Nobody in a Gladesville Ravens jersey picked her up. She rose well, and she headed on target. Just short of 35 minutes gone in this first half. A terrific header there from Talia Sambrook. And that makes it 2-0 to the Sydney University side. She had a great game last week, Sambrook. She was unfortunately the person who miscontrolled the ball for Talia Capitanellis' goal, but she will be delighted to have gotten herself on the score sheet now. You've got to put those little mistakes behind you, and she has done exactly that. And scored a terrific headed goal here directly from a corner. Credit again goes to Poppy Tay. She was the one who worked really hard to make a chance out of nothing, to force that corner. And their hard work is paying dividends here at Sydney University, leading by 2-0. And here is Tay again, working really hard, and now not quite winning a corner this time, but winning herself a throw in. Weather conditions update. The wind does appear to be getting up just a little bit, and it does appear to be favouring Sydney University, as you might have seen from that goal kick. And now the ball is floated in. The wind giveth and the wind taketh away. I think the wind just caught the ball there just a little bit. So it sailed over Eliza Coleman's bar, and she takes the kick out quickly and finds Kilbride. Now building from the back again, Allen finding Kilbride again, following the same pattern, Ravens. And down here for Scamardella. Scamardella checks inside. Scamardella driving forward, looking to play the ball in towards Pepino, but can't quite find her. And there's Van Dijk with a lovely touch for Benora. Benora striding forward here, no one really closing her down, and so she's going to play the ball into space again for that player Poppy Tay. And Poppy Tay has taken a touch, checks back inside Johnson. Brewster was calling for the ball, but Tay holds it up and drives it over the bar. But this has been a terrific first half from Poppy Tay, working hard out of possession. Working really hard in possession, holding the ball up well, bringing her teammates into play. And Brewster with a lovely little run there to take one of the defenders away and give Tay the chance to get that shot away. Couldn't quite keep it down. And, over it went, but confidence now streaming through the Sydney University side. And now Ravens looking to get straight back into it, but Hromek does really well, patrolling the edge of her box. Gets there first and finds a teammate. Sutton, who in turn finds Harris. And Juliet Harris drops the ball out, comes in now for Rad. Rad takes a touch. Can she get inside Teal Kilbride? She cannot. Good sweeping from both keepers now. Firstly, Chelsea Romeck sweeping well. And then secondly, Eliza Coleman. And yes, you can see the effect of the wind there. She caught that kick well to Eliza Coleman. But the wind was absolutely not her friend. And now Pepino battling hard. Battling hard against Van Dijk. Referee says, let's let that go. And now Camus plays the ball through. Is the flag up? The flag goes up. She just strayed into an offside position there. Had her substitute Lara Murtagh. And on this near side, the assistant referee's flag went straight up. Lena Camus took the ball nicely. Slipped it in behind the defence. That flag went up almost immediately. And, we stay at 2-0 for the visiting Sydney University side. And now Juric has time and drops it back for Benora. Benora, a little bit less time. She's closed down really quickly by Pepino. So she drops it off for Harris. Harris driving forward. Plays the ball out to that far right-hand side. Only as far as Johnson. And, again, working so hard, Sydney University. They've won the ball back almost straight away. And now here comes Brewster. Teal Kilbride wasn't waiting around. Strode forward there, Teal Kilbride, making a great block. And then brings Mert into play. Now, ball played across. Roberts. She switched back to this side now, Roberts. They're really mixing things up, this Gladesville Ravens side, trying to somehow get a breakthrough before half-time. Roberts drops it back for Scamardella. It's a nice touch, Scamardella. Roberts wants it back. Scamardella chooses to go across for Allen. And across it goes again for Johnson. Johnson back for Allen, and Allen again. Back towards this near side for Kilbride. Kilbride plays it low for Scamardella. Scamardella looking to go herself on the inside, but Van Dijk cuts her off straight away. A little bit of frustration there from Scamardella. A little push. What about that, referee? This is Maddie Van Dijk. And now here comes the throw. Camus gets a touch, looking to find Pepino. Can't quite find her because Chiara Benora is there with a lovely piece of defending. And Benora looking to play the ball into space. Blocked down by Scamardella. Lovely feet from Benora. Drops it back for Sutton. Sutton, who in turn finds Juric. Sutton calling for the return pass. A little bit overhit there. Scamardella takes a touch. She's got a bit of space in front of her, Scamardella. This is a great battle here down on this near side. Scamardella and Sutton. Pepino. Scamardella looking to switch the play. Switches it really nicely all the way across to that far side for Johnson. Johnson, she's got McNulty in front of her. Chooses to play it in low towards Murtagh. Our goal scorer, Talia Sambrook, does really well to win it and then plays it into space again. And you can see this setup. The ball gets played long into space. Poppy Tay, if she's a chance of winning the ball, she contests. If she's not, she just drops back. She lets the ball go a little bit further forward, gives the opposition the possession, and then drops back and sets up again. Very disciplined play here from the Sydney University side. Not wasting their energy. It is a warm afternoon. And, contesting only when they're a reasonable chance of winning the ball. So, coaching marks you've got to say for Xavier Taylor. His plan seems to be working so far. And they're leading by 2-0. 5 or so minutes to go till half time. We did have that stoppage though, so probably something more like 7 or 8 minutes to go, but 5 minutes on the clock. And they've got time at the back now with Sambrook, Talia Sambrook. Plays the ball beautifully long over to that far side. And, her captain, Amelia Kirby, with the overlapping run. And, it's Kirby who's going to take the throw in here, or will she leave it? For M. Brewster, decides to take it herself and finds Tay. Tay takes a touch and then drops it back for Brewster. Brewster looks behind her, finds Harris. Harris again for Brewster. She's got options here. She's got Van Dijk calling for a pass just beside her, but keeps going Brewster. Brewster. I think the pass was on there perhaps more so than the shot, and it wasn't quite a pass and it wasn't quite a shot. But, Eliza Coleman retrieves the ball. And she's done many times. She's going to play it short for Keisha Allen, which she does. And as Allen has done several times, she finds Teal Kilbride. Kilbride bringing it forward. Roberts coming short. Scamardella is there too. Scamardella looking up to find Sinaga, but just finds Rad. And Rad does well. Finds a teammate in Sutton. And then Sutton back for Juric. Juric plays the ball across into the middle. Lovely calling there. She's playing with a lot of confidence as Talia Sambrook. She called, she got the ball, and then she played the ball forward into space. Again, that's the confidence that a goal will bring. And plays it over to that far side where Amelia Kirby was waiting. It's going to be another throw in out on that far side. Amelia Kirby and Brewster are there. Kirby just slowing things down just a fraction, probably sensible. Tay is coming short, and Tay gets the ball. Can she turn inside here? Tay battling hard. Two defenders was one too many. And then a little bit of a tap of the ankles from Poppy Tay, and so free kick awarded to the Gladesville Ravens. Can they get themselves a goal before half time and get themselves right back into this game? Ball is played short for McNulty, who finds Allen. And Allen now across again for Teal Kilbride. Scamardella looking to make a break. Can't quite do it, and again Xanthe Urich is there and does well and drops it off for Harris. Harris takes a touch. Just a fraction too much on the ball there from Harris. And Scamardella and McNulty do well to win it back. And now again for Murta, our substitute. Drops it back for Allen. They're going to come again down this near side with Kilbride. Kilbride plays it low for Sanaga. Sanaga for Camus. Can she find Camus? She might have strayed into an offside position there, Camus. But no flag at Sydney University. I've got the ball with Chiara Benora, who finds Sambrook. Sambrook looking to find Brewster there. Can't quite find her. And now a chance to drive forward. And here is Pepino. Pepino steps inside Sambrook. McNulty, sliding challenge from Benora. And Benora back to her feet quickly and wins the ball really well at the second attempt there, Chiara Benora. She's looking to find Tay. Plays the ball into space. Tay, flag stays down. Poppy Tay, she's got a little bit of help here from Rad. Poppy Tay. Poppy Tay might not need any help at all. Drops it back for Rad. Rad with a shot. Oh, that's a terrific goal on the break. Sydney University from back to front. 43 minutes gone in this first half. Beautiful interplay. Poppy Tay, who's been the outstanding player in this match, gets the ball out on that far side. Checks back inside. Didn't have lots of support. Only needed one person, and that person was Isabella Rad. And Isabella Rad on the 44th minute strokes the ball into the bottom corner. And the away side, Sydney University, leads by 3-0 here at Christie Park. It has been a terrific performance that they've really grown into. Hard work, some good tactics from their coach. But, predominantly hard work from Poppy Tay has been the key. She has scored one, Poppy Tay. She won a corner for the second, and then she's got an assist for the third. She has been the outstanding player of this first half. But, here is Gisela Pepino with the shot, slight deflection. And, rolls through for Chelsea Hromek, who is happy to keep the ball at her feet. And, let the clock run an extra couple of seconds. Forward you go, she says. Some of her kicks has been absolutely terrific. Corner for the second goal came directly from a kick, and she gets under this one really nicely as well. Ball falls for Sutton, and here's Tay again, and Tay plays the ball through, and she got the pace to get past Scamardella. She doesn't need the pace because she's got Rad there, and now Rad drops it back for Sutton. Sutton, will she shape for a shot? She does! Just away and wide. Well, the confidence now flowing through the Sydney University side. Asha Sutton with the shot there now, and the wind really getting up now. It is definitely favouring Sydney University in this first half, so perhaps that is one crumb that Gladesville Ravens can cling to for the second half, but they would at least, you'd imagine, have the conditions in their favour. And now Sambrook letting the ball run out really well. A little push there. It's a very tight field. Fence is very close to the end line down there. And, Talia Sambrook, one of our goal scorers, let the ball roll really nicely. And, we've already had 1 minute of injury time. I imagine we'll have 2 or 3. They would be delighted to end things at half time now. 3 goals to the good. And there's Brewster battling hard again against Johnson, and Brewster yet again. It's been the story of this first half. Gladesville Ravens with the possession, but the Sydney University side, you have to say, it's an old cliche in football, just wanting it more. They have worked really hard, no little skill as well, but they have absolutely won the battle of the attitudes. And as we approach the half-time whistle, they are 3 goals to the good. Now Roberts just evades her. Xanthe Urich is there. Gets the ball out, and then a little touch right at the last moment. Comes off Morgan Roberts in the 11 jersey. It's been a good battle down here. Urich against Roberts. And a Urich again for Sutton. Juric plays it long, and now here is Rad again working hard. Keisha Allen comes across, and that brings proceedings to a close for this first half. What a half it has been for the Sydney University side. We said at the start it's definitely going to be a battle of youth versus experience, but the attitude of the Sydney University side has been absolutely terrific, and goals from Poppy Tay, Talia Sambrook and Isabella Rad leave the score as we go into the sheds at half time. The home side, Gladesville Ravens 0, the away team Sydney University 3. It's better view from this side though. I mean, this view is nice, but the view of the pitch is better. I don't know how the sound is coming through the wind. My mother was second. She always does it. Speaking a bit fast. You're speaking so fast. I'm not sure. Now we are almost ready for the off here in this second half. A somewhat surprising scoreline at half-time. It is Sydney University leading by 3-0 here at the Arctic Circle. Can't see any substitutions having been made at half-time. And our match referee, Brady Fisher, gets us underway. David Feedy here at the Arctic Circle. And straight away, well, the first half repeated. Poppy Tay working extremely hard. She had a terrific first half. She's found Brewster on the outside. Brewster plays it back in. Can Urich get on the end of it? Sutton, I beg your pardon. Ashley Sutton looking to get on the end of it there. And now a chance to break. It's Roberts. Straight into the action. Morgan Roberts at the start of the second half. Roberts in for Camus. Camus takes a touch. Finds Papino. Papino with the shot. Blocked really well. Amelia Kirby there with a terrific block, but the ball is not away. Camus with the header. Just away and wide. They have to get themselves a goal almost immediately if they want to get themselves back into this game. The home side, the Gladesville Ravens. Trailing by 3-0. 3 terrific goals. Poppy Tay scored one, set up a corner that led to the second goal and provided the assist for the third for Isabella Rad. Talia Sambrook it was who got the headed goal for that middle goal there. But Poppy Tay has been the story of this game so far. And she'll be looking to continue that, no doubt. Weather conditions, I can tell you the wind still swirling a little bit. It does appear to be unbelievably favouring Sydney University now in the second half as the ball is driven in. Camus looking to get at the end of it. Romek does really well, gets the ball, and she bowls it out now to Asha Sutton in the 39 jersey. She's got Johnson there in front of her. Looking to turn, some lovely skill there. And second turn, a third turn. Oh, but then she trots on the ball, unfortunately. No foul. And we play on, but 2 terrific pieces of skill there initially from Asha Sutton. But, the third time, unfortunately, was not the charm for her there. And turned over possession and then pulled back. Harriet Johnson in the 15 jersey, and she has given away a free kick, which Hannah McNulty is shaping up to take in the number 10 jersey. As we said, they will want to be getting a goal almost immediately if they want to have any chance of breaking this game open. Now Pepino looking to get the end of it. The shot is driven in there. It fell nicely for Keisha Allen. But a very bright start here for the Gladesville Ravens. They'll be shell-shocked after that. Certainly not a 3-goal deficit performance. They played really well. In fact, probably for the first 20 minutes or so, they probably looked the better side until Poppy Tay scored that goal after about 23 minutes. And confidence really grew in this youthful Sydney University side. They will be cock-a-hoop, you would say, to be 3-0 in the lead. Terrific tactics from Xavier Taylor. He's allowing the Gladesville Ravens have the ball, and he's just sitting back, letting them come forward. But, now let's see if they can break away. Pepino takes a lovely touch. Pepino got support behind her. Sanaga with the shot, little deflection. Camus is there, Murta is there. So is Amelia Kirby. She gets the ball away, looking a little bit less composed at the back at the start of this second half. Sydney University looking just a fraction undermanned there in terms of player numbers. 2 or 3 times the Ravens have broken through now, and there's been a 3-on-2 or a 2-on-3. So I'm not sure if they've changed their formation around a little bit. But, not quite looking as steady and stable as they did in the first half. And now Johnson with the throw in. She's got Murta, and Murta takes a touch back for Johnson. Johnson looking to float the ball in. Pepino was there, but so was Rad. Well, there's a little push in the back there. And Gisela Pepino, and they've won themselves another free kick. Now this is a dangerous position for McNulty. There's an opportunity to shoot. Certainly there's an opportunity to cross. And the whistle goes. McNulty. Will she shoot? Will she cross? She's got plenty to aim at the back post there. McNulty now shaping up. Chooses to shoot. Drives it in low. But her own player somewhat gets in the way there. Laura Murta looking to jump over the ball, but it was driven in low and hard by Hannah McNulty into a very dangerous area there, just around the 6-yard box. But, Laura Murta somewhat affected the clearance on behalf of Sydney University. And now back for Johnson. Johnson, that left foot, flicks it in. Pepino, can she get a touch? Just evades Gisela Pepino. And Johnson's got it again. Little dinked header down for McNulty. McNulty turning. Still Kilbride there, right on the halfway line. Kilbride. Lots of space to move into. Kilbride. It's the pass out now to that far side. Stepping inside. Morgan Roberts looking to get it. Tackle has won really well. With Scamardella. Slight change to the weather now, I can tell you. The wind has gotten up a little bit, and it is definitely at the backs of these Gladesville Ravens players, and they'll be looking to make full use of that. Now Johnson pauses, steps inside, and finds Murta. Murta has time and space, and drops it back for Allen. Allen across for Kilbride. Kilbride drops it short for Scamardella. Scamardella just finds her feet there. Little battle for possession with Brewster. Sanagi in there battling away. It falls now for Harris. And Harris drops it off for Rad. Tay calling for the ball. She checked her run there, Tay. She knew that she drifted into an offside position, and our assistant referee down below us had spotted that. Wanted the early ball, did Tay. If it had been released, she would have been straight through. But by the time the pass was released, she just straight into an offside position. And so Ravens with the ball, and they'll break forward again with Kilbride. Looking to play it forward for Roberts, just off the outside of the boot there from Teal Kilbride. Still got good territory here with this wind at their back. And Sydney University wanting to take the throw in here, get themselves out of the danger zone. And they do really well to find Rad. Rad under pressure, 2 players around her, 3 in fact. Shoot as well. Can't quite find Tay. Now the ball is dropped right back in, but Benora is there. I beg your pardon, Sambrook is there. She plays it forward, only as far as Kilbride, who kills the ball beautifully on her thigh there. Drops it off for Keisha Allen and then gets it back again. Kilbride playing it in for Sanaga. Little pass there from Sanaga. Is there a little foul there? But, well, there is indeed no advantage coming. Sam Brewster, who caught Miku Sanaga, and another free kick. 6 minutes or so gone now in this second half, and it has been all Gladesville Ravens looking to get that first goal, try and turn the tide, get the momentum back, and the ball is now floated in. Camus is there. Camus with the header. But, just away and wide, run it well. Won it really well, in fact, Lena Camas in a sea of yellow and blue jerseys. But, all the momentum, all the possession, and all the territory has been with the Gladesville Ravens in this second half. But, they have not been able to get the breakthrough just yet, and they will come again now with McNulty for Murtagh. Murtagh, it's a heavy touch, Murtagh, and Van Dijk does really well to steal the ball away. Van Dijk now playing it forward. Tay again calling for the ball, and she had just evaded Keisha Allen there with a little bit of space. But, a little bit too much pepper on the pass there, and out it went. And Harriet Johnson will take the throw in. And she finds Allen. And Allen again for McBride. Has to work a little bit hard just to make it there. McBride does well. Down he finds Brewster. And Brewster keeps it in really well. And picks up the crumbs, battling it out with Scamardella. Finds Harris, let's play on, says the ref. And Benora, a little shimmy and a shake there from Chiara Benora. Finds Van Dijk, and a lovely turn there, Van Dijk. And then she finds Benora again. Another little turn from Benora. So nice little skillful interplay here from Sydney University. And the ball then comes back inside for Harris. Not sure that was absolutely meant, but Harris gets on the end of it. But, can't find a teammate, and just finds Eliza Coleman, who plays it out from the back again. So a little bit more stabilised now at the back for Sydney University. They've got Amelia Kirby on this near side, Benora and Sambrook in the middle, and then Xanthe Juric out on that far left hand side. So a bit more stabilised with the back four. And now Kilbride looks to play the ball long over the top, but white and black jersey there. The ball I beg your pardon, rolls through Chelsea Homek. Plays the ball on. You can really see the wind, the effect of the wind there from Homek. Her kick's not going quite as far, but she's found Rad, and Rad looking to play the ball in behind Sutton. Can Sutton get there? Eliza Coleman does really well, patrolling the edge of her box there, making sure that Asha Sutton can't get on the end of it. And a great kick there. Well, two players called and two players left it. And there's trouble now behind for Sydney University. Lena Camas playing the ball low for Roberts. Roberts plays it across, just over the bar. In fact, it might have just clipped the bar there from Morgan Roberts. Three Sydney University players all converged on the ball. They somewhat left it to each other. And, you do not want to do that with Lima Camas in close attendance. It was Camas who touched the ball across then to Morgan Roberts, whose shot just clipped off the top of the crossbar. But, the theme of this half continuing, it is almost total domination and wave after wave of attack from this Gladesville Ravens side. But, battling hard in there is Van Dijk, and she does well. Sutton now plays it into space, and here comes Rad. She's got Tay there. Tay is calling for the ball. Rad just holding it up, plays it in for Tay, takes a touch inside. Brewster with the shot, and, she just straight into an offside position there. Had Poppy Tay again. She's looking for that early ball. And, Isabella Rad just delayed a fraction too long, and Tay straight into an offside position. Lovely cushion touch back for Brewster to release the shot from Tay. But, from our vantage point, we could see that she had just drifted into an offside position. And our assistant here on this near side, perfectly on hand to get the call 100% right. Now Johnson playing it forward. Camas looking to put the pressure on there. Lena Camas almost got in behind Talia Sambrook, but Sambrook recovered. Didn't get the first touch, but got the second. And now here's Pepino. Pepino with the touch. Sambrook is there again. And, touches it out. We're going to have a corner. Almost 11 minutes gone now in this second half, and it has been all Gladesville Ravens. Hannah McNulty now will take the corner. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 options in the box for the Gladesville Ravens. Now McNulty floats in the corner to the near post really well. Headed up, is it away? Not away. Pushed away there by Homek. Danger not averted. Still in there. Pepino gets the touch. It's a very scrappy goal, but it's Gisela Pepino with 11 minutes gone in this second half. And Gisela Pepino with a little bit of a scrappy goal. The first corner came in, it wasn't cleared away well. A touch from Chelsea Homek. Sydney University could not get the ball away. Played back into the danger zone. bouncing around, and Gisela Papino gets the crucial final touch. And are we going to have a game of two halves? It's certainly shaping up that way. So here comes Isabella Rad. And, goalkeeper, well, an errant touch there. Rad with a chance to shoot first time. Liza Coleman was off her line, and Rad could have punished her there for an errant touch. Couldn't quite get the shot away. Looking for an instant response here. Sydney University side, and Rad just drops it off for her captain, Amelia Kirby. And again, you can see the sun in these players' eyes. Kirby just having to shield her eyes. Looking to get the return pass. She does really well, but again, Poppy Tay, born offside is the phrase. She's been offside quite a number of times. Poppy Tay. The Ravens looking to get themselves going straight away. I think they feel like they are now 100% back in this game with the wind at their backs. And one goal chalked off. It's now 3-1 to Sydney University. Johnson, does she lose out there to Sutton? Recovered really well there, Johnson. Looked for a moment like she'd surrendered possession to Asha Sutton, beg your pardon. Now McBride. Sunaga, closed down by two players. Sunaga, that does really well to find Teal McBride. Teal Kilbride, I beg your pardon. And now again for Sunaga. Sunaga finds Allen. Allen down on this near side. Finds Johnson. Johnson's got Pepino inside. Good bit of defending there. Excellent piece of defending there from Kirby. Couldn't quite get the last touch to get off a Ravens player. Recovers well again and heads the ball out. Pepino is there. All of the momentum now with this Gladesville Ravens side. Haven't really had any consistent possession in the second half at all yet. Sydney University. So there is Johnson. Is she taken out? Referee looks to his assistant. And, no free kick awarded. I think the referee had a fantastic view there. Looked like his view was blocked somewhat. Maddie Van Dijk and others just directly in his line of sight. And so Kirby now with the throw-in. Finds Rad. Rad. They're losing a little bit of composure here. The Sydney University side, they've got to get their foot on the ball, you would have thought. Get some possession. Take a little bit of the pressure off their defence. Not being able to do that. And here's Pepino, our goal scorer. She finds Johnson, but Johnson is closed down really quickly by Isabella Rad. And now Johnson just flicks it over the top. Sandbrook just gets under that a fraction. Is the ball going to stay in play? It is indeed. And now Tay is contesting for the ball with Allen. Now Tay, she does have a bit of space in front of her. Tay, but Teal Kilbride reading it really well. Strides across there. Showing terrific experience. Teal Kilbride saw the danger. Saw that Poppy Tay was in behind. And, made her way across really well. At the expense of a throw-in, I should say, which Kirby will take. Kirby down for Tay. Tay keeps the ball in really nicely there. A lovely little bit of skill. Continues to battle. Thought she had her jersey tugged there a little bit, and then has a little bit of a kick out at Gisela Pepino. So quite sensibly, Brady Fisher just says, look, if the decision doesn't go your way, you can't really take the law into your own hands. And that is some sensible referee. Beg your pardon. Sunaga now plays it forward. Roberts looking to get the ball again. Second time around. Benora comes forward. Does really well. Finds Rad. Rad checks back inside. Shows a lovely bit of skill. And then finds Brewster again. Brewster driving forward, but Scamardella is there and does well. Can't get past Teal Kilbride. And it's all the way back for Coleman. Coleman, but just a bit too much of that pass from Coleman. And now Pepino here, looking to pick the pocket of Asha Sutton, but can't quite do it. And so the ball rolls out for Amelia Kirby for yet another throw-in. Van Dijk showing for her. Tay showing for it. Rad looking to get the throw-in long. Here is Tay. Can she get on the end of it? She can. Johnson does really well. Gets a touch. Finds Kilbride. Kilbride for Sunaga. Closed down almost immediately by Brewster. And then Sutton. Finds Brewster again. Brewster looking to dink the ball through here. And on this near side, Amelia Kirby was calling for the ball. Couldn't find her. And now it's Murta battling against Xantha Juric. And Benora. And the combination of Xantha Juric and Benora does really well. They win the ball. And now here is Sutton again. She's got Johnson there. She does really well to get past her. Can she get a touch? She can indeed. Rad battling for the ball. And now she stayed onside this time. Poppy Tay. She's onside. Poppy Tay with a chance to score. Poppy Tay off the bar. Ball is still in play. Away it comes with Poppy Tay with a great chance there. Danger not averted yet. Shot comes in. Oh, she gets a touch at the last moment there. Eliza Coleman. Not 100% aware of her surroundings there, Eliza Coleman. And, discretion is the better part of valor. And so she chooses to just get a touch on it there. Poppy Tay with a chance for her second goal of the game. She stayed onside really well. The Ravens defence paused for a moment, looked across to the assistant referee, calling for an offside. But he was perfectly positioned. Poppy Tay was onside and drove in the shot there with a cannon back off the bar. And then the resulting follow-up shot tipped around the corner by Eliza Coleman, and we've got a corner. Now a corner floated in beautifully there. And a terrific corner that Chiara Benora attacked really well, reminiscent of that second goal. Terrific corner, driven to the back post. It was Talia Sambrook who attacked the ball well in the first half for a goal, and it's Chiara Benora on this occasion. She's got a little bit of perhaps a little bit of cramp there for Chiara Benora. She drove really hard at the ball there. You could really tell she wanted to win that more than the Gladesville Ravens defenders around her. Got the ball, won it well. Couldn't quite direct it on goal. She's got to work her way all the way back, and it's one of her fellow defenders, Talia Sambrook, who was assisting her with the cramp there, and they both worked their way back now to the middle of the defence. And they've played really well together back there, have Benora and Sambrook. They've still got a lot of defending to do in this match, you would imagine. Scamardella comes forward. Ball comes for Camus. That is a terrific challenge. A terrific challenge there from Amelia Kirby. Is there going to be a little conversation here? Well, certainly a conversation, but not a card. And it was Lena Camus there. Ball just evaded. A bit of a heavy touch from Lena Camus, and bravely Amelia Kirby came in, won the ball really well. And the follow through from Lena Camus caught Kirby, but she's back to her feet straight away. And the free kick is won. The wind getting back up now again. You can really see it catching the ball there. It is definitely favouring Gladesville Ravens in the second half. And there's McNulty, but she's caught in possession by Rad, and Rad checks back inside, drops the ball back now for Benora. Benora back again for Rad. Rad holding the ball up, very congested in midfield there. Rad's doing a little pirouette, 360. The space is really, really condensed. Juric battling hard. She wins herself the throw in Juric, and then tries to find Tay. Kilbride gets there first. Only as far as Harris. And Harris now back for Rad. And again for Harris. Back now to live action, and Harris there battling for the ball again, and she's got Murta there. A swinging kick for Murta, but the last touch comes off Harris, and so the throw in is awarded to the home side. And it's Scamardella there out on that far side. The sun now streaming into our commentary position, so I'm hoping the pictures are still coming through clearly, but it's making things just a little bit tricky to pick up the players. And now here is Sanaga. Sanaga drops the ball off now. Camus has got the ball just on the edge of the box. Lena Camus can't quite get away from that first defender until the ball has come back now for Johnson. Johnson looking to play it in for Camus. There's a touch there off Asha Sutton, and we're going to have ourselves another corner. They have looked very dangerous from corners, this Gladesville Raven side. And they're going to have another one now that Hannah McNulty, by the looks of things, is coming across to take. Now McNulty with the corner. She's got Allen right there in the middle of the 6-yard box calling for the ball. Here comes the corner now, floated in to the back of the 6-yard box. We're in the air by Camus. Just the wrong side of the post from a Gladesville Ravens perspective, but they're looking extremely dangerous from those corners. 21 minutes gone in the second half, almost halfway through this second half. And, I wouldn't quite characterise it as hanging on Sydney University, but they really need to get a little bit of possession. And, here's Poppy Tay, who's doing really well, and eventually there is a yellow card, and it is Teal Kilbride, I beg your pardon, who has got the first yellow card. Kilbride there. It appears as though persistent fouling is the adjudication from Brady Fisher. I can't say I recall that many fouls from Teal Kilbride, but she has been on the receiving end now of a yellow card. And Benora floats the ball in all the way for Sutton. Well, she caught it first time there. Did Asha Sutton. And looks like it's substitution time. Oh no, I beg your pardon, it's going to be the hydration break here. So we've got to get used to this. Certainly it's not as warm as it was earlier, but it certainly is still warm. 22 minutes gone, exactly the halfway point of the second half. And our match referee has sent the teams across for a hydration break. We're going to have to get used to this. In the upcoming Men's World Cup, we're going to have hydration breaks, which are also known as television timeouts in the US sport. But we're going to have those coming up in the Men's World Cup. And you've got to think, once it starts at the Men's World Cup, it's probably going to come into all levels of football, the inverted commas hydration break. It certainly makes sense in Australian conditions. I'm not sure it makes sense when games are being played in domed stadiums in places like Atlanta, Georgia, but that's the way the football world is going. And we pause now for a hydration break, and I might do likewise. US sports analogies all round. My camera person here beside me is taking the chance to do the 7th inning stretch, just to shake out the shoulders and the arms. And I've done likewise. So not just for hydration, but the break is good for other reasons too. And so 24 minutes gone now on the official clock, but a couple of minutes will be added for our little break here. And a chance for both coaches, both Xavier Taylor and Lauren Phelps, to have a little chat to their charges and reset just a little bit, give them some tactical direction for this last quarter of the game. And let's see if there are any changes to the way they're setting up. Now, Van Dijk doing really well, holding off Mika Sanaga. But, she's put Tali Sambrook into a little bit of trouble. And Sambrook looking to clear. Can only find Gisela Pepino. Pepino drops it off now for Murta. Murta's got Harris there with her. And she finds Roberts. Roberts looking to play it in low. And Chiara Benora says, enough of that, let's just get the ball away. Now, Kilbride plays it forward. And Murta, is there a little push there from Murta? Well, our assistant certainly felt there was possibly an offside, possibly a little shove in the back. But either way, we're going to have ourselves a free kick. Just on the edge of the box there for Sydney University. They still lead by 3-1. All 3 of their goals in the first half. Gisela Pepino with a slightly scrappy goal. 11 minutes into the second half has given the Gladesville Ravens a chance for what would be a sensational comeback. And now here's Camus. Camus looking to flick through for Pepino, our goal scorer. But, not quite enough on the flick. And, Popite against Keisha Allen. That battle continues. And now Kilbride plays the ball forward into space. Now Roberts. She's very pacey, Roberts. Can she get there? She's a pacey player, but the ball just wins out in the end. And conditions update. The wind has really dropped now. There appears to be almost no wind whatsoever just at the moment. And now we are going to have a couple of substitutions. And so it is Maddie Van Dijk who is making her way off the field. Terrific performance from Maddie Van Dijk. Off she goes. And Em Brewster also making her way off. And we're seeing now who's coming on. It's in the number 20 jersey. It is Ellen Hughes who has come on in the 20 jersey. And in the 16 jersey, it is Maria Savalius. So Maria Savalius and Ellen Hughes, the 2 substitutes who were on for Sydney University. Ball played into the box there, but cleared away really well. There's Sanaga. Beautiful touch from Sanaga. Plays the ball in. And Lena Camus battling really hard, trying to get the ball there. Talia Sambrook. She's been terrific at the back. Sambrook also got herself on the score sheet. So she will be quite pleased with her performance so far today, but still, as I said, quite a lot of defending left to do. You would imagine for the Sydney University side. There is Sutton, very perplexed look from Xavier Taylor, wondering what that free kick was given for. Well, not a free kick in fact. Well, it was a free kick in fact. But Scamardella takes. And now here comes Johnson. Johnson drops it short for Pepino. Pepino back for Johnson. Ball goes on for McNulty. McNulty plays it in a low little deflection. Ball is ricocheting around inside the 6-yard box, but cleared away really well there. Living on the edge quite a bit. Sydney University, a great cross in there from Hannah McNulty. And again, just a little touch away from Chelsea Hromek. And at the second attempt, the danger was averted. That was the challenge they had on the first goal. Hromek did get a touch on the ball, but her fellow defenders weren't able to effect a more fuller clearance. Pepino picked up the pieces and scored the goal. And now here comes Kirby. A little bit of space in front of her. She's got Hughes just inside, and she's got Rad. Rad takes a lovely touch. And there's Kirby again, and there's Rad again, battling for the ball really well. Kirby drops it off now for Hughes, one of our substitutes, looking to go around the outside. Hughes. Good battle. Does she get the last touch there, Hughes? She does indeed. So that means it's going to be a goal kick. Which Eliza Coleman is going to take. Drops it short. For Kilbride. Kilbride wants to give the ball away. Kilbride picked up really well by Sutton. And now Sutton against Scamardella. She's got support outside her, Sutton. Looking to find Xanthi Juric. Lovely overlapping run there from Xanthi Juric. Defended well by Scamardella. And the result of all that is we're going to have a throw in for the Gladesville Ravens, which Scamardella will take herself. She's got Kilbride behind her. Chooses to find her. And now Kilbride, no real options in front of her, so has to go back to Coleman. Now Coleman again just stops, checks back inside, finds Kilbride again. And then finds Roberts, but Roberts has given it away straight away to Savalius. Savalius, one of our substitutes. Continuing to battle in midfield there. Sanaga helps the ball forward, but Chiara Benora is there again, as she's been several times. And a little swivel of the hips there from Chiara Benora again, sending the defence the wrong way. And she's kept going here, Benora, looking to get a pass into space. Doesn't get it. And then the ball is played forward for Tay, but Allen is there. Does really well. Finds Pepino. Pepino. Again, that 6 against 6 battle. Harris against Pepino. They've been following each other all across the field so far today. Sanaga, lovely touch inside. But Harris is there. Can't get there before Camus. And now Pepino again. Pepino drives it in low. Touch there just on the edge of the box. Sambrook does really well and gets the ball away. It's kind of anywhere will do sort of situation now. Scamardella and Rad battling it out. Scamardella, lovely touch inside from Scamardella. Great piece of skill there. But, can't quite find Morgan Roberts. And now here's Tay. Tay, does she have her ankles tapped? She does not. And now Pepino coming again. It's got Lena Camus. Drives it in. Lena Camus. Camus, can she get a touch? Can't quite get a touch, Lena Camus. There's an opportunity for her to take a touch there. She wanted the ball played to her just a little bit closer to the goal. She then was shaping for a shot. And sort of caught between two stools there a little bit, Lena Camus. Didn't get the touch and then couldn't pull the trigger for the shot. So Sydney University battling again. Some instructions coming in from Xavier Taylor. He wants things a little bit tighter there in the middle of midfield. Now clearance comes away. Tay with the flick. And that's one again there by Juric. And Sutton, she's going to let the ball roll out of play. Sensible play there from Asha Sutton. And she leaves the throw for Xanthi Juric. Forward it goes. Tay is there again, battling again. Tay. Lovely skill from Rad. Takes a touch. Finds Juric. Juric going to get the ball away to Savalius. Can't quite find her. But now Roberts looking to show some urgency, and she does. Throws the ball in for Camus. Camus. She's having her jersey held there a little bit by Benora, is she? But, battling back really well. Camus wins it again, and there is Tay. Tay and Kilbride. Kilbride and Benora. It's really livening up now. Scamardella getting involved also. .32 or so minutes gone in this second half, and it is really livening up now. We're getting to that stage of the match where they are going to have to try and commit some extra people forward, Gladesville Ravens, if they want to get themselves back into this game. Now, McNulty making great strides. Savali's in front of her, crosses the ball in. But, again, Sabrick is there again and again. Just anywhere will do. But Rad does particularly well, holds the ball up brilliantly, taking the pressure off her defence. Finds Harris. Tay is calling for the ball. It's played into space. It's Allen against Tay again, and Tay gets around Allen. She's driving towards the goal here. Poppy Tay with a chance. Terrific save. Ball still not away. Poppy Tay still battling there, and it's touched in. No flag, and the goal is given, and it is Ellen Hughes. And yet again, the battling play of Poppy Tay has resulted in a goal for Sydney University. They now lead by 4-1. It is Ellen Hughes who has got the goal. But yet again, Poppy Tay, she's got a goal, she set up a goal, and she's got 2 assists. You can't really do much more than that as a sort of traditional number 9. 31 minutes gone in this second half. And is that the killer blow for Sydney University? Ellen Hughes popping up there to finish off the fantastic work of Poppy Tay. A goal, 2 assists, and the setup of a corner that led to a goal. I beg your pardon. It has been a terrific afternoon for her, and so far a terrific afternoon for Xavier Taylor and his young charges. But still quite a bit to go yet. Goal for the Gladesville Ravens would keep things interesting, but they will have to score quickly if they want to get themselves back into this. And here is Rad again. She's been terrific also. Driving forward. Tay looking for the ball again. Tay. She's got Allen in front of her. Tay going around the outside. Poppy Tay. Just over the bar. As I said just a moment or so ago, the traditional number 9. And is she going to be given a bit of a rest here, Poppy Tay? I think she is. What a performance from Poppy Tay. Unless something dramatic changes in this match, she will be the chief candidate for the 3 points as player of the match. But, she is now making her way off the field. And it looks like it's Noor Hijazi who's coming on in the 19 jersey. Indeed it is. So Noor Hijazi will do a straight swap there, 1 for 1. And Isabella Rad also coming off. She's also had a terrific afternoon, Isabella Rad. And we'll get you confirmation in just a moment or two as to who has come on in place of Isabella Rad. But, hold that thought, because Morgan Roberts now is down the outside. She's got Miki Sanag in the middle. Looking to play the ball in low. But, cannot quite find a teammate. And Katie Shannon has also come on for the Gladesville Ravens in the 17 jersey. As those substitutions were happening. Now, corner comes in. Morgan Roberts looking to win it, and there is Shannon, battling hard. I saw her play a few minutes of the under-23s game earlier. Kaylee Shannon, very, very lively indeed up front. And, she will be looking to get them back into the game here now. Here she is on the ball. Shannon plays the ball in low for McNulty. McNulty, and there she comes again. Shannon, just inside the box. Cannon, she drives it in low. Ball is flicked up. Just into the grateful arms of Chelsea Hromek, and we stay at 4-1. Now here is Hijazi looking to get herself on the end of the ball, but can't quite pick it up. It's Alice Thompson in the number 3 jersey, who has also made her way onto the field for Sydney University. Now Johnson. Beautiful ball over the top now for Pepino. Pepino, but just gets her feet in a bit of a tangle there. Stella Pepino and Amelia Kirby will pick up the ball. She, I'm sure, will be delighted to run a few seconds off the clock. Now here is Hijazi. Gets the ball, but she's closed down almost immediately by Keisha Allen. Now the crumbs fall for Benora. Benora, well, she's caught in possession there by Roberts, and now the ball is played through. Lena Camus. Lena Camus, well, she's caught a defender again there, Lena Camus. It was Amelia Kirby she caught a few minutes ago, and this time it was Talia Sambrook that she catches. Sambrook with a terrific clearance away. And sun is now setting behind those trees over on the far side of Christie Park, making visibility a little bit easier for us. And Chiara Benora plays the ball forward, looking to find, and she does in fact find her. It's Noor Hijazi, does really well, and now coming straight through, it's Thompson. Thompson with the touch, rolls towards goal in slow motion, but away and wide. A combination there of two of the substitutes, Noor Hijazi and Alice Thompson, bearing down on goal. It's, excellent defending there from Harriet Johnson to just enough. And we almost had ourselves a fifth goal. She's feeling the effects of that tackle. Down below us here is Harriet Johnson. But, she did just enough to stop the combination of Alice Thompson and Noor Hijazi. Now here she is, playing it short for Pepino. Pepino's got Kirby there, as she has many times. Played across now for Allen. Allen is pressured by Thompson. Played forward, but taken comfortably. Savalis is there. Finds Hijazi. Hijazi playing the ball into space. Lovely overlapping run there. But, Allen has come across. Keisha Allen saw the danger, read the danger. Came across really, really well. It was Xanthe Juric with the overlapping run there, but couldn't quite make it tell. And it's a long road back now, you'd have to say. Less than 10 minutes to go. And a very long road back for this Gladesville Ravens side. Thompson battling it out with Scamardella. Kilbride is there. Hijazi closing fast. Juric battling against Shannon. Shannon does really well there. Wins the ball. And now Pepino is in a lot of space here. Gisela Pepino. She's got Sambrook there beside her. Gisela Pepino takes a touch. Makes a second touch. But Sambrook does really well and gets another touch. Prevents the corner. And then effects a terrific clearance. Only as far as McNulty. Danger not averted yet. Thompson working back hard. McNulty wins the day. And looks to find Roberts, but can't quite find her. There she is again in the 17 jersey. Shannon working extremely hard since she came on, getting herself involved in the game. Now Scamardella plays it in low. Scamardella second time, and now a third time. Looking to play it into space. Can't find a black and white jersey, and now there's a chance to break. And it's Hughes, one of our goal scorers. Nearly has her pocket picked there by Pepino. Holds the ball up nicely, finds Kirby, and then Kirby now dropping it in short for Harris, who's been terrific throughout. Lovely little pass, and then Hughes finds Kirby. Kirby finds Thompson. Thompson looking to find Hijazi. Kilbride is there again and does a good job. And again, really free-flowing play now. Both teams throwing caution to the wind somewhat. And it's Lena Camus driving towards the edge of the box. Got Harris there. Harris does really well. Great turn. Down she goes. No free kick, no penalty in fact, says the referee. Well, Lena Camus, very dangerous in possession, driving towards the edge of the box. There's Harris and Sambrook chatting to each other. Sambrook sent Harris in to make the tackle. And, she effected the tackle really well. There's always that intake of breath when the striker goes down. But, the referee said no free, therefore no penalty. And in fact, the free kick then awarded in the other direction. And here is Hijazi with Thompson. Can she get a touch, Thompson? Almost released Noor Hijazi. Steps back. They're taking their time nicely now. Savalius looking to play the ball into space. And, just evades Scamardella. And it's out there for Sutton. Sutton in the 39 jersey. Oh, lovely little rainbow flick there. And it comes off. Rainbow flick comes back for Hughes. Chance for a second goal from Hughes. Well, the razzle-dazzle and the rainbow flick from Asha Sutton. And, applause there. I beg your pardon, applause there from the Sydney University supporters. We're going to have ourselves another substitution. And it's a relatively late substitution now, less than 5 minutes to go. But, we'll just see now in a moment. We'll just follow the play for a moment. The ball is drifted in. But, Sienna Biram in the 37 jersey, who has just made her way on. And, she's into the play straight away here, looking to effect a tackle. So Johnson now, looking to find Sunaga. She finds her. Sunaga driving forward. She's got Hijazi there for company. Hijazi affects the tackle. Within the rules, says Brady Fisher. And now Thompson. Can she steal the ball away? Thompson. That's a good battle here. Thompson against Allen. And Johnson comes in and helps. Ball comes back now for Hijazi. Hijazi takes a touch. Can't quite maintain possession. McNulty. A little skill there from McNulty. Referee calls it back for a free kick. A little tap of the ankles there from Noor Hijazi. They probably would have wanted to play to continue there, the Gladesville Ravens. You've got to think that any goals that they might get now surely would just be consolation goals, trailing by 4 goals to 1. And here's Kilbride again with Allen. Dropping it now across for Johnson. Johnson drops it in for Pepino. Pepino looking to get around Kirby. Does really well, Pepino. Kirby gets back well, but Pepino is in around the back. And, there is Sambrook. If it's not Amelia Kirby, it's Talia Sambrook. And if it's not Sambrook, it's Chiara Benora. They've been terrific in defence. The one goal they conceded, very scrappy goal from a set play. But in general play, their defence has been pretty rock solid for Sydney University. As it was last week, it has to be said. 2 little mistakes, just one little slip. And then a 50-50 call on a penalty with the only 2 goals they conceded. And there is a yellow card. And it was brandished in the direction of Noor Hijazi. I think she's picked herself up a yellow card. And she'd want to retreat now quite quickly from this free kick. You don't want to get the dreaded double yellow. But back she goes. Now McNulty floats the ball in towards the penalty spot. Roberts is there. But, can't quite get it. Touch comes off a... it does indeed. Touch comes off a blue and yellow jersey. As we run down now, almost towards the 45-minute mark of the second half, we're going to have another corner. They have looked very dangerous from corners. This Gladesville Ravens side. Can they get another goal to make it 4-2 and make perhaps any injury time we have very interesting? 2 arms up in the air from McNulty. Floats it in beautifully again to that back post. Camus wins it in the air. Allen has got it. Overhead kick from Allen. Wasn't quite able to get enough purchase on the ball. And Chelsea Romek, who's had a terrific game, you have to say, with the ball at her feet and contesting for the ball in the air. She's done really well. A relatively late inclusion. Our first choice goalkeeper from last week injuring her elbow in training, Xavier Taylor told me. And so Benora has been taking these kick-outs to great effect. That's a terrific kick-out all the way over the halfway line, and that's exactly where Sydney University will want the ball to be, in the opposition half as the clock is running down. The ball is played out. One more chance for a throw in here. Scamardella throws it forward. Sunaga looking to get on the end of it. Shannon looking to get herself involved. They've won themselves another throw in here. And they've taken it quickly for Camus. Ball is intercepted really well. And Biram has got the ball and she's driving forward. She's got lots of space in front of her, still going. And she's got Noor Hijazi, looks to find her, but can't quite find the feet to get that pass away. And now Pepino. Pepino driving forward, looking to switch the play, looking to find Sunaga. Sunaga with a lovely little touch here. Lena Camus lifts it over the keeper's head, but can't quite direct it on target. And I think if she had, Talia Sambrook, who has been terrific at the back there, looked like she was going to be on hand to deflect the ball away. And very silly yellow card there for Chiara Benora. Just moving the ball at her feet before she takes the kick. And referee spotted it, thought that was some time wasting. And so Chiara Benora gets herself a yellow card. One more free kick for the Ravens. We've played almost a minute and a half of injury time. We had, of course, that hydration break, which the referee will be adding on time for. The referee's had a couple of glances at his watch. I can see his assistant here below us has got the book out. Now, ball is floated in, but headed away really well. Thompson is there. Thompson holding up the ball nicely and drops it off for Hughes. Can Hughes keep the ball in play? She does indeed, but only finds McNulty. McNulty now floats it in again. Lena Camus is there. Well, Romek punches it away and then recovers really well. And then there's a little bit of push and shove between Roberts and Benora. She's got to be careful, Benora. She's just been booked. Doesn't want to get a second booking in quick succession. And that is a really long kick again. Battling for possession here. Hijazi. It's a little arm over the shoulder there. And, the referee has seen that. It was Harriet Johnson with a little arm over the shoulder there on Noor Hijazi. And the ball is now at the feet of Juliet Harris. She's had a terrific game doing the trabajo oscuro, as they call it in Spain, the dark work that doesn't really show up on the stats sheet. But she has been terrific throughout, working really hard. And the ball is played forward. Lovely control there from Shannon. Turns inside, brings Sanaga into the play. She's been terrific since she came on. Shannon in the 17 jersey. And she's looking to get in the end of the ball again. Looking to get into the box. Ball falls through for Lena Camus. Romek does well again. Gets a touch. 48 minutes gone now. And surely this must be the last action of the game. It's going to be another corner. Hannah McNulty out on that far side. Looking to float the ball in. 8 options to aim at. Ball is floated in towards the penalty spot. Headed up by Roberts. Cleared away really well. Referee has another glance at his watch. Now, can Hijazi keep the ball in play here? She can, Hijazi. She's done really, really well. She's got Thompson in support. That's a terrific pass. Finding Alice Thompson. She takes a touch. Thompson. Can she get a shot away? Gets a shot away. Directly into the arms of Eliza Coleman. We play on. Gisela Pepino now coming forward. Drops it in for Camus. Camus looking to return the favour. But, only finds Amelia Kirby. And Shannon, yet again, working really hard. Gets another turnover. Ball is played in now. Sanaga. Terrific tackle there from Chiara Benora. So many good performances here from the Sydney University side. And now here's Thompson, and she plays the ball into space. And the referee brings his whistle to his lips and brings proceeding to a close. A 4-1 win for Sydney University. Goals from Hughes, Rad, Sambrook and Tay. The one goal in reply was from Gisela Pepino, making the score 3-1 at the time, and it looked like the Ravens were going to get themselves back into it. But in the second half, 31 minutes gone in the second half, Ellen Hughes from some fine work from Poppy Tay, who was absolutely terrific throughout. And you've got to say a thoroughly deserved 4-1 win for the students from Sydney University over the Gladesville Ravens here at Christie Park. And so this is David Feeney signing off and wishing you a good night. And we'll see you at the football.
Already. Yeah, office works. It's for a projector, so they sell it as like a. You're supposed to sit a projector on it. I was like, oh, that's gonna be. Yeah, it's pretty sturdy for. It's super lightweight. Yeah, it's pretty. I wouldn't do for a camera, I don't think. Actually, don't think you would do for a projector, to be honest. But it works for. Relegated. They were really good. I had them last week as well. They were good last loads of teams have had one win and one loss.